So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So this is going to be quite a very unique video because today in this video I'm going to help you to understand multiple retrograde planets in your Vedic astrological birth chart. So as many of you are familiar with, there are total 9 planets in Vedic astrology, starting from planet Sun all the way up till Saturn and then Rahu and Ketu. So Rahu and Ketu axis, they are always retrograde. Then Moon and planet Sun, so they don't went retrograde. So there are only 5 planets which left, and that is planet Mars, Venus, Mercury, Saturn and Jupiter. So out of these 5 planets, I'm only going to discuss regarding these planets in this video. Okay, you need to pay attention towards, like, out of these 5 planets, check how many planets are retrograde, and there might going to be possibility like none of the planet are going to be retrograde from these 5 planets. But if the none of the planet is retrograde, then this is not a video which is meant for you. Even if you want to have some learnings with regards to Vedic astrology, you can please watch this video till end. But if, for example, in your horoscope multiple planets, like as I told you, 5 planets are there, and for example 2, 3, even sometime 4 planets, suppose they are retrograde. Now more the number of planets that are retrograde in your horoscope, the more amount of back and forth karma or pending karma you are going to exhibit in this present lifetime. Now what do I mean to say by back and forth karma? So if you want to practically study the motions of the planet, if you looked at the retrogression of the planets, they are going to, so suppose the planets are rotating in this direction, and retrogression mean like if they are evolving there, they will start moving backward. So this is retrogression. This is similarly in your life, like suppose you commit one mistake in your life, then when you grow further, you are going to commit one more mistake. Then again you are going to commit the same mistake, and again you are going to commit the same mistake. So this is going to be known as the circular pathway, or you are evolving around the similar kind of circumstances in your life again and again, and there is no any escape route. Now what are these circumstances that you need to pay attention towards your horoscope? Look the planet that is retrograde. First of all, look at the houses that is controlled by this single most planet in your chart. For example, Venus is retrograde in your chart. Now try to pay attention towards the zodiac sign of Libra and Taurus. Look in whichever houses these retrograde planets are posited. Let me give you one small example of a Kalpursh Kundli, natural Aries ascendant chart. So suppose Venus is retrograde. So if you look, Venus is controlling your 2nd house and your 7th house. Now 2nd house is the house of your family, and this is also the house of your financial, money, wealth and even the savings aspect. So Venus represents the mistakes that you are going to commit inside the family, or similar kind of mistakes, or there are going to be a lot of financial mistakes that you are going to redo in your life again and again. Similarly, Venus is connected with the 7th house. 7th house is the house of your marriage, your relationship and even the partnerships aspect. So these represents the similar kind of mistakes that you are going to commit in the relationships part. There is going to be one more wider concept in the retrogression, and that is the exhibiting of back and forth karma. Now back and forth karma mean to say, because the planets, if you try to study in the Gochar means the transit, okay? So planets are not actually stationary, they are keep on moving. So planets keep on moving, okay? So there is going to be rotation of planets happening 24/7. So specifically, as I told you, that back and forth motion that might going to be with one specific person. Like specifically, I have seen any connection of the 7th house, that is your marriage and married life aspect, with some retrograde energy. Like 7th house planet is retrograde, aspected by retrograde planet or sitting in conjunction with retrograde energy. What is going to happen? You are going to revolve around the same person again and again. Or maybe you have met someone maybe when you were in your teenage days around 18 and 19, when you are going to hit the age of 40, once again that same person is coming back into your life. Or maybe you have met someone at the age of 24, 25, and maybe after 5 years the same person is getting back into your life. Or maybe suppose right now you are not married watching this video. Similarly with regards to 7th house, suppose you keep on looking various prospects for matchmaking, okay? So first, second, third, fourth, you ignore everything. Then you go towards the 10th one and you ignore that 10th marriage prospect as well. Now we'll start reflecting back, going back to the first one, and you will think like that, oh my goodness, first one is more suitable to me as compared to all the other 9 persons which I'm seeing right now. So let me go back to the same first person once again. This is the meaning of retrogression. Now it works in various directions, various areas, different areas. 5th house, that is the house of your education, house of your children, conceiving related problems, or going to commit the same mistakes, or this is also going to be holding the maximum amount of karmas in your chart. I know many of you are familiar with the planets holding the highest degree or the lowest degree. So in Jyotish Shastra we call it as the planets in the Valavastha and in the Vriddhavastha. So Balavastha means the planets that are in the children, like they are considered as a child, newborn baby, 0 degree planet, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. So they are newborn babies. Similarly, the planets that are in the closer to the 30th degree mark, that are very mature, around 28th degree, 29th degree or 29 degrees, some minutes over there. So these are known as Atam Karka Graha, even Amatya Karka. So these are the Karkas, but in Jyotish, very plain language I'm helping you to understand. These are the Bal planet and Vriddhavastha. Vriddh mean old age. So planets are in the old age. Now let's try to understand retrogression with that planets, because degrees are also going to play a very important role in order for you to understand the retrograde concept in a very minute manner. Because most of the time, if the planets are retrograde around 1-2 degree or around 29 or 28th degree in your chart, so they might going to be moving backward to some house or forward to some house. If for example, suppose Saturn is retrograde at 29th degree in the 4th house, so this is actually at a Gandanta. Gandanta means the transition of the planet is happening. So this Saturn have the capacity to give you results of retrogression not only from the 4th house, that is your home, homeland, or the place of birth, or your motherland, or your emotional aspect. Saturn also have the capacity to deliver its results with regards to the 5th house also. So you are going to see the results happening from both the areas of the life. Now why that both the areas results of retrogression or that impact that you are having in your life, that is because of retrogression in the Gandanta points. And I will tell you more the planets are retrograde in the old age. If for example, initially I have given you the example of 5 planets, okay. Suppose 3 planets are retrograde in your chart and 2 planets they are at 25th degree onward and 1 planet is at maybe 1, 2 or like 10 degree or maybe 5 degree. So the planets that are in the highest mark around 25th degree or in the old age around 29th degree, that we call as the Atam Karka Graha as well. Sometime Amatya Karka, that is the planet holding the second highest degree, then Ghatani Karka, Matri Karka. So there are other significators also. So the planets that are close to the 30th degree and then they are retrograde, they are holding the most amount of karmas. Now when I say most amount of karmas, like these planets, they will not be able to stop giving their results when they are actually hitting the maturity age of the planet. I don't know whether you are familiar with the pre-decided maturity age of different planets or not, but let me tell you here, I'm going to cover every planet. So Jupiter mature at the age of 16, Sun mature at the age of 21, although that is never went retrograde. Moon mature at the age of 24, Venus mature at the age of 25, Mars mature at the age of 28, Mercury mature at the age of 32, Saturn mature at the age of 35 or even 36, Rahu mature at the age of 42 and Ketu is the last, that is going to mature at the age of 48. Most of the time Rahu and Ketu axis their transition part from 42 till 48. So you are going to see the different results of Ketu sometime or Rahu sometime. So these are the maturity ages of the planets. It means up to that particular age. Like take the example of Mercury. So if Mercury is retrograde in your chart, it means up to the age of 32. Yes, there are going to be some pending karmas associated with this particular planet which you need to exhibit in this present life. We understand that part. But what after the age of 32? If suppose you are again going to have that restrictions or same problems coming, then most of the time planets are in the old age. Old age mean to say 28th or 29th degree or above 25th degree. So the planets that are having the highest degree, they have traveled most of the zodiac sign, and because of their traveling, most of the part traveling, they are going to have lot of karma or heavy karma that is associated with one particular planet. Now you even need to pick the significance also. Significance mean to say like Karak Tattva. Like Jupiter is a significator of education, family, even marriage also. If you are a female watching this video, Jupiter represents your husband as well. Like Mars and Mercury, they are the representation of the siblings. Mars represents your energy, willpower, courage, enthusiasm, land, real estate and property related matters. So Mars is retrograde, it means some property related mistakes that you are going to do up to the age of 28, because that is the maturity age of planet Mars. So in this manner you can actually try to study it. But the planets that are in the highest degree and then they went retrograde, that is going to be a lifelong karma. Even when you are going to be in your old age, when you are going to hit your 70s and 80s, still these retrogression planets, they will not be able to leave you completely. Or maybe in order for you to suppose this is your first mistake and your foundation of life is built over that mistake. Okay, like I will give you example of a real estate. Okay, suppose you build one home and that is wrongly constructed. Now the second building which is also going to stand over the same structure, that is the second mistake which you are going to commit, because already first mistake is there. In the similar manner you can relate it with other planets by their house placement. Look where they are positioned and which kind of a results you are going to expect in your life. So the mistakes built upon previous mistakes are going to be seen with the highest degree planets, and that is going to be a lifelong karma. Now I'm not saying these are bad planets. These planets are actually present in your horoscope to give you some teachings or some learnings with regards to that particular area, so that you can become advanced person in that particular area. Even the planet holding the lowest degree in your chart, around 1 degree, 2 degree, and then they are retrograde. These planets also have the capacity to give you pain, but this is a one-time pain. Like maybe you are like hit by some car or some accident happened. So maybe for a time duration, maybe for 1 month, 6 months, you will feel certain pain, sensation inside you. Or maybe some heartbreaking moments are there if the person you loved the most is going to leave you. So maybe that impact is going to be there for maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. So this is related with that part. So in the lowest degree, the planets which are retrograde, they will stop giving their results. Like they are not going to continue their karma till the longer duration of time, but they are going to be more impactful as compared to the mature planets. Now I have already made one separate playlist over the retrograde planets as well, which I will link in the description section below, and you can find it here. By the end of this video, I am going to place that retrograde planets over there. Then you can actually go to that playlist and try to understand this concept of retrograde in the more detail. Let's come to video once again. So if out of that 5 planets, most of the planets are actually retrograde, and you have now clearly understand like, okay, there are going to be lot of pending karmas associated with that particular area with regards to the significance of these planets. So what next? Now in order for you to nullify the karmas, you need to chant the Bij mantra of that specific planets more and more times, because when you are going to chant mantra, specifically you need to chant mantra either on the Tulsi mala or over the Rudraksh beads. I am wearing actually one Rudraksh mala. So this is my ancestors gave it to me, my grandfather, father. So in the Rudraksh mala, in the Tulsi beads mala, or even in the Chandan mala, red Chandan, white Chandan mala. If you are Indian, you are familiar with these things. If you are a foreigner, you can search it over Google, Rudraksh Mala, Tulsi Mala. So you can purchase it actually. Okay, so chanting of the mantras related to Lord Shiva is particularly done with the help of Rudraksh Mala. Chanting of Vishnu mantras are going to be done specifically with the Tulsi Mala, or maybe the Safed white Chandan Mala is also very good. Devi mantras, any goddess mantra, is going to be chanted with the help of that red color mala that is actually meant of like red Chandan. Okay, Chandan is very costly. I don't know in your country what is the rate, but Chandan is very costly. Chandan, Chandan. I don't know how to spell it in English, but I am going to search it. So these chanting of the Bij mantras on that malas is really going to be very impactful in order for you to nullify the karmas. The beads chanting of same mantra over that mala will eventually going to help you to nullify its impact. So for example, if that much is the stored karma, planet at 29th degree retrograde, suppose that is the stored karma, okay, storage of karma which you have bring forth. Now when you will start chanting this mantra na, these storage are getting nullified, or the sufferings they will come very immediately. Suppose you are going to suffer for next 20 years of your life. Chanting of that Bij mantra over that mala will help you to reduce its sufferings up to 2 years. And even if it is possible for you, find a guru, and if guru will give you some Bij mantra, irrespective of the planets, any Bij mantra if guru have blessed you, like you can chant Om Harim. So Harim is that word, okay, Om Harim, maybe Om Shreem, any other Surya Gayatri mantra, Shiva mantra, Lord Vishnu mantra, Krishna mantra, any mantra. So chanting of that mantra will eventually going to help you to nullify that karma. And I will tell you, yes, more the retrograde planets, the more pain is going to be there. But I will tell you, you people in this present universe are going to be one of the most mature people, because you are going to experience one mistake again and again, committing similar kind of a failures again and again. So you are going to become more experienced in that particular area. So if you want to become or make your career in your life, you can actually pick that retrograde planet which have given you mastery over the passage of time, and try to make that career in that field. This is also going to be very helpful. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you are having any queries, any consultations, feel free to contact me at my email ID, and I will try my best to respond you back as soon as possible. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. It's a very humid environment up here and I'm keep on sweating, but that is also very good for your human health. So okay, so till then, please take care of yourself, and I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video. Bye bye and take care.